Welcome back to DVC Weekly. This is episode 165. My name is Jason Rippleding. I'm the broker of Buy and Sell DVC. I'm here with Scott Ferrioli.
I'm the owner of DVC-Rental.com and Buy and Sell DVC.com.
And today is April 3rd, 2024, which means your 11th month window is March 3rd, 2024. We're already sneaking into spring break time for 2025. I said 2024. 2025, 7th month window is November 3rd, 2024. As always, buy and sell at buyandselldvc.com, DVC-Rental at DVC-Rental.com. Remember the dash to save the cash. We're going to go into the buy and sell side of things. And today is the top 5 things you should know before buying into DVC. I'm going to make this short and sweet, so you got it. The different end dates for each resort. You want to know which resort, you want to have a list of the resorts when each resort ends. Number 2, the total points you need for your top 2 favorite vacations, meaning time of year and size of villa. On our website, buyandselldvc.com, under the buyer tab, you have a point calculator. You say, hey, when do we normally vacation? Check in this day, check out this day. Look at the point charts for all the different resorts, the resort that you'd want to stay at. How many points is going to be? Do that for 2 of your different vacations to give you an idea of how many points you need. You want to know if you're going to go to the Polynesian, checking in this date in March and checking out that day in March, that's going to be, say, 166 points. You want to know that. Number 3, the annual dues that you will pay each year. Each resort has an annual dues per point, based on the number of points that you own. So if you own 100 points, times that number. 200 points, times that number. On our website, buyandselldvc.com, under the buyers tab, again, you have a tab for the dues at each resort. Number 4, you want to know that if you're buying into Disney's Riviera Resort, the cabins at Fort Wilderness, or the villas at Disneyland Hotel, that you understand the resale restrictions, meaning if you buy it at those 3 resorts resale, you can only stay at that, not even those 3 resorts, you can only stay at that resort. If you buy Riviera, you can only stay at Riviera. If you buy at the cabins at Disney's Fort Wilderness, you can only stay at the cabins. If you buy at Disneyland Hotel, you can only stay at the Disneyland Hotel. Those are the 3 resorts currently that had that restriction. If you buy at any one of the other resorts, you can use your points at all of the other resorts.
You're going fast today. You got a date or something? What's going on?
I'm trying to make sure these people are writing it down. Maybe
they can't write it down. You're breezing through.
Number 5.
It's all on me after this.
The prices of the resorts currently and the current average resale prices. So that goes back to a few episodes ago on our website under the buyandselldvc.com, buyandselldvc.com, under the buyers tab. You can look at the prices, annual dues, end dates, and you can get all that information. You should have that information before you buy into DVC, because then you're just going to set yourself up for success. You're going to make the right decision on what you want to do. And to me, you're going to start enjoying your points, making memories. I mean, that's what it's all about. I just had a buyer, he's on the phone and he was buying more points and he was staying at a DVC resort. And he's like, at the end of the day, he was saying like all these different things he's done with his life. But he's like, this is the best part of life right here, is just enjoying, your vacations with your family. And he's like, and he goes, I feel like it's a much better value as a DVC member than it is, trying to rent the same villas or do anything like that. And, it was, if I could record the phone call, I'd turn it into one of our commercials or something. But it's so true. It's, it's making memories. That's what you're doing. You're making memories with your family, whatever that may consist of. That's what it's all about, really.
And in all honesty, you almost want to say, take it for what it is. He's the broker for the company. I own the company, but we're DVC members too. We've both owned DVC for a long time now. It's not like, we don't believe in the product. We've bought into the product over the years. We've kept adding on to the product. We really do enjoy DVC and think that there is a huge value with Disney Vacation Club.
All my vacations this year at Disney's Vero Beach, and it's not because I'm forced to go there. It's because I want to go there.
He can stay wherever he wants. He just keeps going to Vero Beach.
But we will not get off topic here, so we will go on to the food review of the week.
Come here, I'm gonna eat you! Get in my belly!
So for today's food review, I am back as promised at Amorette's, where I tried the strawberry cheesecake for $9. Amorette's does cheesecake right. I mean, I found it to be the best cheesecake on property. I've had multiple different types of cheesecake from Amorette's now, and every time they're the New York style, nice, creamy, wonderful cheesecake. Their description of it is New York cheesesteak, cheesecake. I want cheesesteak. Cheesecake with strawberry cream dipped in strawberry chocolate. Now, again, it's a super creamy, nice filling, and it had like a strawberry, like a chocolate strawberry shell over it. So it had that nice strawberry taste, but it's like a crispy shell, almost like magic shell you put on like ice cream, maybe like a little thicker. So it's a little crunchy. It would take a little bit to get through it, but it was also a really nice contrast because it was the creaminess of the cheesecake versus this nice crispy strawberry shell. Strawberry wasn't overpowering, had really good flavor and texture. I gave this an 8.7. $9 for a small cheesecake is a lot, and Amorette's is a little more on the expensive side, but I would definitely get this again. It was really, really good cheesecake, and just I'm not sure. I'm assuming they make everything in-house. I mean, their cheesecakes are the best I've had on property, and I love cheesecake, and it
sounds good. I wish it was here, right, actually. But
you wish it was here, like in the house right now?
Right there.
Like right here. Like this was here. I'm like, it's 20 minutes 15 minutes down the road. Come on, Jason, we'll go after this. I want it to be right here right now, but absolutely fantastic. I would definitely recommend this one again.
Sounds great.
Just a little expensive. $9.
Sounds
small
fantastic.
Little cheesecake, but delightful.
And now we're on to the DVC-Rental side of things. So we got a feature.
I wasn't going to do it, but Jason, I was going to try to spread it out a little bit, but I'll do another featured resort just because Jason mentioned it and said, maybe we'll do another one for next show. I'm like, guess we'll be doing one for next show. So for this one, I featured my other favorite resort, which is Boardwalk. It's one of the few resorts that has a lake view option. So you've got really, really nice lake view. It's also on the boardwalk, which means you've got nice view. So you've got what it is they've got the preferred view. So you can have like a gardens pool view, or you can have the boardwalk view. So you overlooking the boardwalk, so there's activity down below, plus beautiful view of the lake with everything lit up at night. Or if you have the regular preferred view, you get the garden pool view overlooking the garden area and the pool, which is a very, very nice view as well. It's probably my least favorite option. Or you've got a standard view option. And the standard view overlooks the main entranceway where you pull into the boardwalk resort. So not a great view, but you will catch, especially if you're on one of the higher floors, you can catch the Epcot fireworks at night, which is really, really nice. Plus also, the standard view many times is about 33% cheaper than the preferred view. So I've always been cheap with my points as much as I can. So like during Food and Wine Festival, to stay in one of the preferred views is 15 points per night, where the standard view is only 10. So it's a big difference, and it will add up. So one of the main reasons I own at Boardwalk as my home resort is because I want to be able to get those less expensive standard views when I can. And typically they will sell out 10 to 11 months in advance. So it's very hard to get the standard view if you don't own there. Now, Boardwalk is also one of the resorts that offers the studio, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, Grand Villa options. I've stayed in their Grand Villas, absolutely beautiful. Walking distance to both Epcot and Hollywood Studios, or you could take a boat to either resort either park if you really want to. But it's probably a 5-minute walk to Epcot and maybe a 10 to 15-minute walk to Hollywood Studios. So you really don't need, unless you have some mobility issues, I would suggest walking to Epcot. To go to Hollywood Studios, though, typically the boat ride is the best option because it is a good walk. I think it's close to a mile. Another option that you don't really think about is that at Boardwalk they have the Screen Door General Store, which is the largest store on property. So there's lots of food and shopping and treats and stuff that you can get there. Lots of souvenirs. So it's a really nice option to have right there. You've got several restaurants and bars. A lot of the restaurants are now currently in the process of being updated. We've lost our Big River Grill. We've lost our ESPN zone, but they are going to be coming back with different options. Nightly entertainment. I can't tell you how many memories we have of going to Boardwalk and watching the entertainers, the jugglers, the magicians. And I know I've mentioned this probably 100+ episodes ago. My son at the time, who's 16 now, when he was 4, would always get chosen. He'd always be right up front, and he'd always get chosen by the magician to be part of the show. So we have videos of him, being pulled up and doing the stuff with the magicians. So it's great memories from that. You've got the Dueling Pianos Bar, Dance Hall, the Abracadabra Bar, which is a bar, just like Abracadabra, like magic themed, but it's Abracadabra Bar. Great option just to walk around the boardwalk at night. Everything's lit up around the lake. Plus, you could also visit Beach Club and Swan and Dolphin as well. The pool itself, just average. There's nothing really super exciting about the pool, but just like all the other pools, it has a slide, making it a featured pool, and it has whirlpool tubs to relax in. Also, it's one of the nice options about them is that they're Studio Sleep 5. I'd say probably about half of the resorts, maybe a little more now, the studios only sleep 4. So it's really nice to have an options where this does sleep 5 with the pull-down bed underneath the TV. So overall, I absolutely love Boardwalk. I didn't even have it on my list, but one of my favorite things is they also have an art gallery right there. So you can walk into the art store and check out all the Disney and non-Disney themed artwork as well. So there's like lots of stuff to do right at your resort. Where Jumbo House Kidani, which I absolutely love, there's not much to do at night. It's very, very quiet. Resort shuts down, gets really quiet.
Animals go to sleep.
8 o'clock at night, the animals go to sleep. Like you go back, when you go to the park and you go back to the resort, it's nice because it's nice and relaxing and peaceful and serene. But there's not a lot of stuff going on. Like if you've got teenage kids, they may not like Animal Kingdom as much just because it's quiet. They're itching to get out. Boardwalk, you can get out. There's always lots of stuff going on. Let them run loose.
Get them a Surrey bike. Do they still have Surrey bikes there?
Yes, they do. They still have Surrey bikes that you can rent and drive the Surrey bikes around the resort, ring the little bell. If you've got kids that you can trust, you don't want to let the crazy kids out. If you got kids you can trust, and you go, they're responsible, trust them by themselves. You can stay in the room and relax while the kids go out and walk around the boardwalk and do their things, get themselves something to eat or drink on the boardwalk. I mean, there's lots of great stuff to do. And again, for older teenagers, and again, it's all relatively safe. You're all right on Disney's property. It's all kind of enclosed.
Self-contained.
It's self-contained pretty much. You've got Disney security around there. I mean, like it's...
You can't get lost.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the whole thing's one big circle. It's really... You can't really get lost. With Disney Springs, well, it's very contained. There's different parts you can kind of go in and get lost. This is just one giant circle around the lake. So it's a great place for the kids to go out and feel like they've got a little independence as well. So nice options. Love myself some Boardwalk.
Plus you can go over to the beach club, get some ice cream from the window without even going in.
Exactly. You've got a bunch of different hotels that you can go and check out. And you can go eat at their restaurants as well. I personally have not eaten at Swan and Dolphin yet. I've heard some great things about some of the Swan and Dolphin restaurants. I haven't eaten there, but I mean, again, all that's right within walking distance. So again, you've got a lot of different food options, a lot of entertainment, lots of bars and dancing and fun things to do. I mean, it's besides Disney Springs, which is, close to Saratoga Springs. I mean, it's not really part of the resort. You've got to take a boat over there or walk over there. I mean, Boardwalk has, and beach clubs attached to it as well. I mean, they've got the best nightlife and action going on out of any Disney resort.
Did that cake place end up opening up at the ESPN?
The cake place has not opened up yet.
Really?
As of right now, it has not opened up yet.
Has there been a delay on that? Because I feel like
there's been many delays on that, my friend.
Really?
It was supposed to open, was it fall 2023? Or I don't know if it was like winter 2023, but like it was supposed to open late last year for a while. And I haven't been over there in a while, but last I saw, like the whole upper decks was still gutted. Like the work has taken a long time, which is I'm a little concerned about Big River Grill because I love the Big River Grill option as well, and they took that away. And I don't know how long it's going to take to get anything back in there. I don't know if it's just like they'll throw a new restaurant in there, or if it's going to be like ESPN Zone where they gut everything and redesign it. So I
didn't know it took so long for that.
Yeah, it's taken a long time, and it makes me annoyed because I like the less expensive options, and ESPN Zone was a great place. I'm assuming you've been to ESPN Zone. I mean, amazing food. No, it's bar food. It's
Right.
burgers and cheesesteaks, and it's inexpensive but fun atmosphere. TVs and sports going all the time. Like, it was a really great option
If
to
someone
have.
needed to watch a game for some reason that
Yeah.
you're with on vacation, and then
Yeah, but there's not. Yeah, exactly. If some sporting event's on that you want to watch, there's not a lot. Besides your room, there's not a lot of places you can go out really and watch it. And ESPN Zone was a great option for a ton of people to go out and watch sporting events and just hang out. Even if you're not, like, I can't tell you how many times I stayed at Boardwalk. You know, we were walking around Epcot during the day, and on the way back, we're like, let's just stop in the ESPN Zone and grab lunch. And that, it's going to cost you $15 a person. And it's going to be a decent lunch, and especially if you've got kids that you know are going to be a little bit noisy. The place was absolutely great. It's not fancy. It's a sports place. So there's lots of kids and there's lots of noise, and they're always playing the sound from one game that's on a 100-inch, probably the 150, 200-inch projection screen, and there's so much stuff going on. There's signed jerseys, and it's for people who enjoy sports. It was a lot of fun to have.
They sold many ESPN footballs in there. A little shop.
Lots of great stuff that's now been turned into a eventual cake place that's going to serve food too eventually if it opens. It's taken forever.
On that note, thanks for watching, and we
Doing
hope
so well, and we just went downhill and
you did these things. I mean, it reminds me of all these different memories I have of the Boardwalk.
So I'm having a good time. I'm talking about my favorite resort, and then Jason just poking me. Hey, remember that restaurant you used to love? How's that new cake place coming along?
I thought it would be done by now. I thought he'd already bought a cake.
Everybody thought it would have been done by now. It's taking forever.
We'll see you next week.
Have a great day. Thank you.